Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back, y'all, to a new episode for the Person in the Back podcast. This is your girl, Charlisa Wellington. If you may not know me, I am Christ serving, nothing more, nothing less. I hope y'all are enjoying y'all day, that everything is being put in its rightful place, period. Yes, simple as that. But y'all, listen, I want to come to you as a godly woman, as a woman that is seeking after God's own heart, also in my single season, and someone that's a young adult. So I want to come as that woman to you to kind of put my heart out here on this screen for y'all to know that I'm for real. I also want to put out that I love you. Like, if I'm telling you the truth, that means I love you. If Jesus said you need to worship him in spirit and in truth, that means that I need to come out of a place that is authentic. And I'm coming from a place of truth on today. So buckle your seatbelts, okay? I want to address this statement because I believe that this is a statement that I will always say whenever I was caught up doing something in a relationship that I knew I shouldn't have been in, settling, compromising, knowing that this wasn't the best God had for me, but I wanted to continue to make an excuse. So one of the excuses that I made and I told myself was, he made me feel like I was the only one. Like, he told me up and down that I was the only one, that I made him feel such a certain way. He was going to marry me. He was going to put me on this pedestal. He worshiped the ground I walked on. Y'all, I ain't heard it all. I have heard it all. I have felt it all. But I want to come to you. If you have heard it all, and they have showed you otherwise, if they don't have no spirit of living God within them to tell the truth, if they have betrayed you, if they have showed you another person that was not in consistency with that person that told you that, if this has happened to you, I want to tell you that you're not the only one. Okay? You are not the only one. So don't feel like you're alone in this season. If you are feeling like you are traumatized by the things that you have found out, that you have been ignorant of all of this time, I want to come to remind you, if this is the best thing I could tell you if you were me. And I always wanted somebody to tell me the truth. You are not defined by what has happened to you. You truly are not held completely accountable for what you don't know. So if somebody did something behind your back and you truly didn't know, you had pure motives, all of those things that were in line, but you truly didn't know what kind of person you were dealing with, like you had little winks, you had little things that kind of stood out to you, but you was like, nah, I'm gonna just, let it go. If it wasn't that actual action, you're not truly accountable for that. If you truly didn't know, like you literally didn't know the red flag, or if it was, you didn't know what a red flag looked like, that's completely understandable. But when you find out, this is when I'm coming to you as a woman, when you find out that this person has been cheating on you, that this person has been lying to you all of this time, that is who you are. Whatever you do after you find out the truth, that is exactly who you are. So if you stay, it's because that's what you were that's what you were able to do before you find out. So for an example, if you find out a man has been married all this time and you stay with him, it's because you were already able to talk to a married man if you knew he was a married man. It's just point blank. But because a married man doesn't have a certain look. Okay, if he's not wearing a wedding ring, a married man is just not going to have a certain look for you if you're not able to distinct a familiar spirit or not. So If you continue to talk and entertain a man after you have known all of these things, that's where your character lies. That's why I believe that some things God is just testing you on to see if you truly are who you say you are. Because that is the thing that whatever you're praying for, whatever you're going into spiritual warfare for, God is going to put you in a position to show if you are truly praying for this. So if it's patience, if it's kindness, if it's meekness, whatever God is putting you in a position for you to purify within yourself, he will put you in situations to show if you are ready or not to accomplish this assignment in your life. So when you are in a relationship with someone and you find out that this person has been dishonest to you the whole entire time, it's up to you if you have enough self-love and enough self-respect for you to move on. Yes, I know it's easier said than done. Yes, we have something to keep us in our past stuck. We will make excuses for ourselves to make it seem like, oh my God, this wasn't what it looked like. God can put you in a situation where you see it before your eyes, but then you still start to tell yourself lies. And that person gonna tell you lies too, make you feel like you didn't even see what you saw. You hear me? So whatever it is, however it went out, it went down, I want you to know that whatever you do after you find out the truth, that is the kind of person that you were before you found out the truth. You just didn't know yet. So hold your horses. Don't say somebody lied to me all this time and I just don't know how to take it. It's taking me a very long time. No. If you was gonna cut off this person once you find out in the beginning, you would have cut off that person. But I had to realize myself, like, when you get to a point in your life, you have to continue to ask God for discernment. And where are you in this season? Because you say you didn't see a red flag, but you saw it. You knew, you had an inkling inside of you, but you probably didn't hear anybody say that there was a red flag. Like, for an example, somebody never calling you at nighttime, like around 7. Oh, well, my phone went dead and I can't answer the phone. I'm just doing this. I'm just doing, nobody, they never call you that whole day. They just always busy. I don't have time. I'm trying to make some money. They always coming up with excuses. So when you feel that thing in the back of your heart, you like, man, I don't know. I just don't feel right, you know. But it's probably something else. I mean, I haven't heard from him in 3 days. It's probably, stop trying to justify lies. That's when you get caught up. That's when you actually find out it's because you've been trying to protect yourself the whole entire time, when God has been trying to reveal, but you've been putting the covers back on. When you made that prayer to God and said, God, just remove everybody in my circle that ain't for me, and you thought you were talking about some friends that didn't like you already. No, God was talking about your man. God was doing that for your man, but you up here thinking that it's something else. No, the snake is in your bed that you sleeping in. The snake is in your house. The snake is on the phone that you are kiki. You're so funny. Okay. The snake texting you every day on time, but can't pick up the phone and talk to you and lie. If they gonna lie to me on the phone. You feel me? Some people gonna lie to you in your face, point blank. Just let that go. Just let it go. People gonna lie to you regardless. If they crying, they gonna lie. If they happy, they gonna lie. They gonna lie in a rush. And they're going to lie when they take their time. So you just need to know. You just need to know when God is going to reveal those things. And if you're doing everything that you can, you're trying to follow all of God's principles and his laws, there's going to be a season where God reveals those things. He's not going to keep nothing hidden. I don't believe that God will keep you with a snake for 30 years and you not know any type of inkling that this person wasn't for you. God ain't here to waste your time. Stop lying to me. God is not here to waste your time, because he wasn't here to waste mine. God revealed to me very quickly who I was with when I was asking him for discernment, because he knew my heart and he had to put it in my face. I was one of them type of people that, God, you just gonna have to show me better than you tell me. Somebody tell me this going on, I'm not gonna believe it. But if I see it, I'll be more reasonably able to really believe it later, especially after I start to contemplate like what really happened and diagnose in my spirit like this really ain't what I thought it was. So Ask God to reveal people to you in the way that he needs to reveal it to you, not the way that you want to reveal it, because those things, it may be something simple to keep you in a snare, to keep you stuck in a season that you don't need to be in, and keep you longer than you need to be. So when you are being tasked with the discipline in relationships, I'm gonna tell y'all this: everybody don't suffer in relationships. Everybody don't do it. Everybody ain't going through hell and high water with relationships. But the people like me, when I heard, like, not everybody, some people be in a bubble, they be in a house, they ain't probably never been in a relationship a day in their life. I can't relate to that. Well, good job, because that ain't the life I seen. That ain't the people that approached me. I wasn't graced with that, to be Apostle Paul and single like that. I wasn't graced with the gift, so I don't know really how to do that. Now, when people come to me with broken stories, oh yeah, I can relate to that because I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can really connect with you, because at the end of the day, if I see somebody that's been in my shoes 2 years ago, that's been in my shoes 6 months ago, I'm gonna help you out, because that's just who I am. I ain't gonna lead you out in the blind. But don't put yourself in a position where you're getting fed lies 24/7, because you will be brainwashed. Yes, you will be brainwashed, and you're gonna get in a season where whatever you're hearing, you're gonna believe, because the enemy tells you lies. But if you never know the truth, you will never know if it's a lie or a truth. You won't. You'll just begin to just go off of this notion like, I'm supposed to be doing this, I'm supposed to be with this type of guy, because it's all that's left anyway. Ends ain't is. End ain't is. That's all y'all be saying. Well, guess what? I'll wait, because I know it's somebody out there that's good. I know that it's a possibility, of course, that the enemy has tainted most of these people. But I do believe that I'm not gonna go based off of what I see, because I have faith. I have faith that I'm gonna keep my purity and pray that whoever God sends me has their purity as well, that they're walking in it, that they ain't trying to get it together. See, that's the thing. If you are seeking God, adamantly seeking him, your journey is gonna look different from somebody that don't know God. So you may see a couple that don't even know God at all. They trying to find themselves with God, so they ain't get the revelation that you got. So stop trying to look at those relationships and say, well, they don't have God, I guess I can just kind of go back. That ain't how life works, sweetheart. Once you've been exposed to the truth, it ain't no unexposure. You held accountable for it. So when you go meet the heavens, when you go meet the big man, what y'all say, big man upstairs, whatever y'all say, when you gonna meet him, he gonna say, didn't I tell you you weren't supposed to be with this person, and you wanted to be with them anyway, and you wanted to come up under the covenant and think I'm about to approve that? Absolutely not. I'm not doing that, because that ain't in my character, because it wasn't built on a foundation. You looked at what Susie was doing, and Susie didn't even know me, but you know me, and you wanted to do what Susie did, to think that, oh, Susie man loves her, and they don't even go to church. They don't even listen to what God has to say. They just say, blessings be the God. I just got all the blessings. They got everything else, but they don't have God. You got to make a decision. Who are you going to compare your life to? I don't know about you, but I want an uncomparable blessing. I don't want no blessing that look like everybody else's. So I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to wait however long I need to wait, because I believe that your life is not in comparison to someone else's. Yes, we went through the same thing, boo, but guess what? I'm going to trust in God that he's going to bring me what I need, not what you need. If God bring a package to me, and I just say somebody send a package to your house, they got some bad shoes, right? They sent some shoes to your house, but you wasn't expecting those shoes. You like, man, I wanted something that, like, I ordered this porch set. I wanted a porch set, okay? And somebody sent shoes to your house. You're gonna be disappointed, because that's not something that you wanted. But if you send it back to the location where it deserves to be, you will be good, so that when the package comes, you will be ready for that package, which was your porch set. But you too busy getting caught up in some shoes. Oh, well, I think I need these now. And once you bring them in the house, you know that ain't your package from the beginning. You know that ain't your pair of shoes. And then when you bring it in the house, it don't fit you anyway, but you want to keep it. You want to keep a pair of shoes, for one. Hold up. You want to keep a pair of shoes that don't fit you, for one, and you didn't even ask for no shoes. Then you're going to try to go to the word and try to line it up. Well, God, you said you're going to give me everything I didn't ask for. Where does... No. God didn't say he was going to send you some shoes. So then you got little Debbie over there. She waiting for her pair of shoes that's in her size 7. And you wear a size 10. And you up here going to keep her package. Because you think, oh, I mean, it had my address on it. I thought it had my address. And no, you didn't look at the address label. It had a number off. You were supposed to get it to her. But you kept it. That's how some of y'all look. Y'all want y'all ex and you know that ain't your man. You know it ain't for you. And you still holding on to it. And you gonna try to put your life on the line. I'm gonna prove myself. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That ain't for you, sweetheart. Hold on, y'all. Yes, somebody will call me, y'all. But yes, that ain't for you. Now you kept a pair of shoes and you know that ain't for you, and then you expecting for something to come to your address that's for you. That's not how God, no, that's not how God works. Because if little Betty down the street, she got your porch set, you gonna be mad as I don't know what. You see a porch set going to her. Now she got a porch set, and all she got to do is just pay for some little lousy pair of shoes, because the shoes cost less than the porch set anyway. Now she like, oh, I got me a porch set now. But she wasn't even looking for that. So when this analogy was for someone that is holding on to something that don't fit them, it ain't what they asked for. It got the wrong address, and it costs less than what you truly asked God for. That's what your ex look like. That's what the person that you sleeping in the bed with. That may even be your spouse. That ain't for you. Let it go, sweetheart. Let it go. Let it go. Because you missing your blessing. Because God ain't gonna bless nothing. He ain't gonna bless no mess. He ain't gonna let you keep nothing because you wanted to be low down and not give it up because you thought it was yours, because it came to you. Oh, he just approached me. He approached me so nice. He was talking about how good my hair looked. He just was talking about my legs and I've been going to the gym. He been complimenting me. I actually met him at the gym. I thought that's where I was gonna meet my husband. And you getting up, you got all these excuses on why to keep that pair of shoes that don't fit you, when all you have to do is give it up. Once you find out, it wasn't the fact that the shoes, it wasn't the fact that you was like, okay, it's a pair of shoes. But once you found out that the shoes did not fit you, that's when you were supposed to give them up. That's when you were supposed to surrender. Come on. That's when you were supposed to surrender what wasn't yours. Surrender your idea of what you thought you needed, and surrender it for the thing that God actually has for you, which is that porch set. Which is your husband. Let me go back. Which is your husband. Your husband may be in a different package than you probably thought, but it's better than what you got and what you clinging on to, that's gonna ruin the rest of your life. That's gonna give you a disease. That's gonna get you in a position where you feel stuck and compromised. Now you got your kids thinking they supposed to compromise. Now you just got a whole generation that's blind because you made one decision. I want to keep this ex. I want to go back. I want to keep this man. He look good. He look good. I thought that's what he's supposed to look like. I had a dream. You started speaking in tongue and trying to pray over it. You can't pray a size to fit you. Okay? You can grow into something, but when you grow out of something, it's over with. When you can grow into something, I can grow into my skirt. Okay? If I want to continue to eat good and work out good, everything is in its proper place, I can order a size 12 and start to maneuver myself in it. But if I order a size 8, babe, I'm already out of it. I don't need it. I can't go the opposite direction. When God has a blessing for it, you grow into it. It gets better. Your husband gets better. The person that you're supposed to be gets better. But when you grow out of something, everything starts to get worse. That's why you feel like you stuck. This is why you feel like, dang, I just don't know if I can get something better, because the enemy has your mind bound thinking that you can't get nothing better. But God is trying to tell you right now that your past will never fit your future. It cannot fit. It cannot fit. It's just like having all those high school memories. You trying to walk down the house, you like, Lord, I just remember that time. But I remember it was one time I was like, man, I had so many memories in this classroom in high school. And God was just like, you remember you had that there? But guess what? Somebody else sitting in those seats. It's somebody else new there. And it's a different age range. You're older than them. That was just for that time. Stop trying to make stuff fit. I don't know. I may have to label this that. Stop trying to make your ex fit your future. Stop trying to make your past friends fit your future. Stop trying to go back to past jobs because they paying more money now. Stop trying to make stuff fit. Let God put the puzzle pieces together. You do your part by just being the puzzle piece. Being that shape that God has molded you to be right now. He's changing your mind every day. Renew your mind. Say, God, whatever doesn't fit, don't make me make it fit. I ain't trying to stuff my feet into some shoes that's gonna give me some corns. That's gonna have me looking so uncomfortable. Oh, that's so good, y'all. You know when somebody heels can't fit, they walk like it can't fit. They be walking so stuck up. But when a woman knows her shoe size, when a woman knows what fits her, what she asked for, what she ordered, and it comes in the perfect size, she walks gracefully. I walk gracefully because I know this is the shoes that I was ordained to walk in. Stop trying to walk into somebody else's shoes. You can't do it. Stop trying to look at everybody else's relationship on this social media, that social media, and compare what God has for you, because whatever God has for you, you can't see it. You can't see it, but your spiritual man can. But you got to act on the faith. The faith is something that you act on. It's not something that you can see with your physical eyes, but something that is so supernatural that you have to believe. So I encourage you today to believe that whatever this person said, they may have felt that way in the past. That's their business. I was fine. Whatever you call it, gullible, whatever you want to call it. I was in love at that moment. There was a beautiful moment, but let me not tarry there anymore. I got some greater beautiful moments. I got a moment that is promised to me, and I want to prophesy that over your life. You have some moments that is promised to you that God wants to make them last. See, the contrary was the enemy giving you a moment that will never last. It was just a second to keep your mind stuck in the past. But when God gives you a moment, you will continue to build upon those things because it's a foundation. The enemy doesn't give you a foundation. The enemy may even give you a commitment. They may give you a ring, but it won't be foundational because you have to look in the supernatural. You got to look above and further down than where you are. So keep moving, but forget those things that are behind you and press towards the things that are in front of you. And God will begin to resonate more things that look like your future than the things that look like your past. Of course, the enemy is going to bring old thoughts, old memories to taunt you and say, well, what if we were still together? What if I look like what I look like now with him? What if we put these pieces back together and you start fixing things? God doesn't want to fix anything that he already said. I'm about to do a new thing. Stop trying to fix old stuff. When God gives you a new thing, I don't know about you, but I love when I see tags. I love when I see all of those things so I can take it off myself. I don't want somebody else to do it for me. I don't want nothing that old and used up when I know that was just suitable for my past. When I get a relationship with God, when you get a relationship with God, he begins to do something new. The scripture is, don't put new wine into old wine skins because it will burst. That's why your relationships look like they about to burst. That's why your mind feels like it's about to burst, because God is trying to put something new. But let go of the old first. So y'all, be blessed and worry about how God feels about you, because his feelings will never change. People's feelings, yeah. You think about it. Think about how all them people felt some way in the past and they ain't here no more. And they saying something else and they telling somebody else how they feel right now. But when God felt something, he felt the pain on the cross. He felt all the treacherous things that were done to him that he didn't deserve, just for you and I, to pave the way. So stop putting yourself through stuff that God already been through. Stop trying to sacrifice things that he's not wanting you to sacrifice, because he already did it. All you got to do is the small things and let that stuff go. Let it go. It's not doing you no justice. It's adding you more weight. Yes, you gonna cry some tears, but that's something those are burdens. Those are past things. Do you want to cry now, or do you want to cry more later? Because I promise you, if you stay stuck right now, you're gonna cry more than you cry right now. Okay? So, peace out, y'all. I love y'all. Be blessed.